Now let's see the cyclicity of 3. If you see this, we have written from 3 power 1 to 3 power 4, and if you see the units place, they varied like this: 3, 9, 7, 1. And again, if I write from 3 power 5 to 3 power 8, again 3, 9, 7, 1 are repeating. Therefore, if you keep on finding out the units place, they will keep on repeating like this: 3, 9, 7, 1, 3, 9, 7, 1, right? Therefore, they are having a cycle of 4, and so the cyclicity of 3 is going to be 4. Okay, 3, 9, 7, 1 are there. Now, how to once you find out the cyclicity, later it will be easy for you to find out the units place. We shall see questions later. And next one is cyclicity of 4. Now 4 is interesting. Whenever you raise 4 to any even power, odd power, you are going to get 4, and if you raise 4 to any even power, you are going to get 6 in the units place, right? And also the cyclicity is just 2. So because 4 power 1 is 4, 4 power 2 is 16, again 4 power 3 is 4, and 4 power 4 is 256, right? So if you see this, cyclicity is again 6 4 4, I mean 4 6 4 6, like this. Okay, so now if you see this, since this cycle is 4 comma 6, the cyclicity of 4 is simply 2. And coming to 5, 5 is always going to give you in the units place 5 only, whatever whatever power you raise to. So 5 power 5 is 5 power 1 is 5, 5 power 2 is 25. So always you are going to get 5 in the end, either it is a even or odd, right? And since you are going to get only one number, the cyclicity of 5 is 1. And coming to the cyclicity of 6, 6 power 1 is 6, 6 power 2 is 36. Again you are going to see only units, in the units place you are always going to see 6, and so you can say that cyclicity of 6 is always 1. Okay, so unit digit, whatever number it is, it's always going to be 1. So one way you can use these properties is, whenever you see 4, if it is raised to the odd power, just write 4 in the units place, even power just write 6, right? And whenever you see 5, whatever the power is, always write 5 in the units place. 6, same thing, whatever the power is, always write this, right? And for the other numbers, you have to write it in form of a multiple of the cyclicity plus something, right? So what I mean to say is, if something is asked like this, 3 power y, then what is the units place of it? Now you write y as if it is 4 into x, why 4? Because 4 is the cyclicity of 3, right? So that is why 4 into x plus, let us say, some remainder, right? Once you get this remainder, now this remainder should be a small number. Okay, so remainder should be between 0 and 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So if you, once you get it, for 1, 2, 3, you take the same cyclicity, which means 3 power 1 it is 3, 3 power 2 is 9, and 3 power 3 is 7. And whenever you get 4 in the remainder, you take this one, right? 3 power 4, which is 1. Got it? Okay, now let's see some questions on it. Now let's see some examples on this concept. Find the units digit of 13 power 23 into 14 power 16, right? So you could take it as if it is 3 power 23 into 4 power 16. You would have taken it this way, right? Now what is 3 power 23? So 3 power 23, as you know, the cyclicity of 3 is 4. You have to write this number as if it is a multiple of 4 plus some number, right? So now if you see this, you could write it as 3 power 4 into 5 plus 3, right? So this number could be ignored, and whatever is present here, you just find its cyclicity and you can write, I mean, for the small number you can take, this is as good as writing like this, 3 power 3. Now what is the units place of it? I think 27, therefore 7 is the units place, right? So you are going to take 7 and you are going to write it there. Got it? And as I told you, next one is 14 power 16. It can be written as 14 power 16, and I already told you that whenever there is even power, whenever you raise 4 to the even power, it is always going to be 6, right? Therefore you can write 6 directly here. Got it? Or if you want to write it in terms of the cyclicity, you know that the cyclicity of 4 is 2, so you could have written it as 2 into 8 plus 0. So whenever it is 0, you have to use the cyclicity there, right? Which means the cyclicity of this one is 2, therefore it is as good as 4 power 2. 4 power 2 is 16, so 6 has to be written there. Got it? Now we got 7 here and 6 here. Now you multiply, it is 42. therefore you are going to get 2 in the units place. Next one is find the unit digit of 3 power 26, 54 power 12 into 5 power 16 into 6 power 20. Now you have to write this 26 as in terms of its cyclicity, right? So 26 can be written as 4 into 5 plus 2, right? 4 into 6, let's say 4 into 6 is 24 plus 2. Now you could have taken this one as this entire thing as 3 power 2, and you know that 3 power 2 is 9, therefore the units place is 9 here. Therefore for this one the units place is 9, right? And the next one is 54 power 12, so it has to be written as 4 power 12, and as you know the cyclicity of 4 is 2, you could have written it as 2 into 6 plus 0. So now I have to take 4 power 0, but then whenever you get 0, remember that you have to take the cyclicity of that number, right? So therefore it has to be written as 4 power 2. Why? Because cyclicity of 4 is 2. Now what is this number going to be? 16, right? So you take 6. So it has been 6. Now coming to 5, since cyclicity is 1, whatever the power is, always write 5 there. Its cyclicity is 1. And coming to 6, the cyclicity is always 1, therefore 6 power 20, whatever this number is, you are always going to write 6. Got it? And now, okay, so once you have written it, you can clearly see here that there is 5 and there is some even number, either this one or this one. Whenever 5 is multiplied with even number, always you are going to get 0, right? And once you get the 0 in the units place, it is going to stay there, right? So you can directly write 0 here only, or you can compute it all and you can write it. You know that 6 power 2 is again going to give you 6 in the units place, therefore 1 6 you can eliminate it. Now you can find out 9 into 6 into 5 and find out the units place. Got it? Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177. And IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into university is better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply. And statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.